Welcome back to Captain of Industry. My name is Nilaus and we are here back in our glorious little colony, and things are just progressing really nicely and I'm super hooked in this game. I was a little bit skeptical, honestly, because I thought that I felt that the game was too much waiting, and I realized now that that was probably because I was playing on Admiral difficulty. So Admiral difficulty makes it harder, but mainly just makes it a lot slower. So now that we're playing on Captain difficulty, it becomes more of a city builder and just kind of, what do we want to do? Yeah, let's do that, and then build some nice designs, and it's just amazing. So working on still roads, moving in all directions. This part, what we're going to do today, we are definitely going to do glass, because we need glass for better vehicles. We started sort of trading glass here. I trade this once in a while, so as soon as it drops down to this price, I will just get a little bit more, because that will enable us to continue to, or make some vehicles now. So the first thing we need to do in order to make vehicles, so glass and vehicles, main things. What will also happen during this is probably that we will have a lot of things that just kind of break. I need to figure out which side has the liquid input. That is the left side. So if I flip it, I go over to the right hand side. And I need it to be this way. And I think this is too close, so we'll just move it down here. I just need to check that this is actually... yes, that is in a straight line. That's what I want. Good. There. So we need to upgrade vehicle parts. If we look at here, we don't see the new vehicle part. So I will gracefully upgrade you. And then I'll take one more of this. And then I'm going to take you out. So I'll build this one here. And this will not have that recipe. Oh, that's the wrong one. We can just do I command and then it will update there. And then this one. So we can now see that 8 in, 4 out, 8, 16 out. That's interesting. I probably shouldn't have upgraded this one then. Oops. Can I downgrade? I'll do that. Pfft. Yeah, if I don't need to upgrade it, then let's not. We'll do this one instead. And let me see. What is it I want inbound here? I want steel and... actually, let's just get it this way, because the only thing we want inbound will be this part here, which will sneak in here. And this one I really don't want to have here. I want to put it somewhere else so we can get it in here in a different way. Okay. This will get you. Then what else do you need? You need some glass and steel. So I'm going to build my first glass depot. This one will be for glass. Oh, just as I see this, I realize something very bad. Where are you? Where are you? This one. This is not going to keep up as we get going. So what I really want to do is I actually want to upgrade these. These two need to be upgraded. When they're upgraded, they will then be able to switch to the steel recipe. There's a steel recipe here, which is much better. So we want to use steel for this, which means that this one also needs to go out, and then I will do a notification when empty. Good. And yeah, steel is so far good, but it needs to go. Anyway, glass will come in here. This will just go neatly into the... let's take that one. And this one will be replaced with a steel box. So that should also be good. And then you will go... no, we don't want the big boxes. Nope, you want the small boxes. So in on this line, there, this, and that will be this one, right? So you need to go out, and this definitely needs to turn around. Okay, there's a lot of hassle to do here. Oh, low support iron. Okay, that's actually perfect. That's what I wanted. So now I can switch this to steel and then bring it back in. And this one's updated. I will then switch this to steel. There. And obviously these two can't be upgraded. Screw it. We'll upgrade them, even though they're probably not going to be active. I just kind of worried about them. The same thing I would be worried about here. Yeah, copper is going to be bad as well. Anyway, let's not worry about that. Let's worry about this one. This will go in here and then go in. Then I need something else because we're going to use some rubber here. So I want this to be going in here smoothly. And then the last thing we need is a lot of fluid or fuel, which if we sort of drag it like this, then they can still sort of come in here and put stuff into this crate there. And diesel. By doing this, we can actually just make the whole thing work a lot faster. This one, you will get everything you can. Sweet. Let's build this. And then once this is replaced, I'll replace it with steel. So we have the final build here for our final for this tier level. We get this one, they get 8. This one gets 8, becomes 4. 4 of these go in here. And that gets us started on this glorious thing. If I ever have this one run full, please throw me a warning, because then I forget something. That's not good. And then I'm going to boost and boost, even though it's going to cost us something. I think that we have something here that I don't need. Health. Yeah, we don't need health, do we? I think there might also be something. Oh yeah, research is like the worst one, because I don't really have research. Since I don't have research, then yeah, we are not in research. We also need to move you, so I need to delete you, and as soon as that's deleted, actually that's kind of important. So let's get a better captain's office here, and I want to place it right here. So we get the new captain's office, much nicer, and it'll give us some access to some higher things, and as soon as it enables, then we're going to be, yeah, it should be fine. We still have 99 food here, so that's perfectly fine. And there we go. So that is enabled now. Disable population growth. I have not done that because I just want like natural growth here, which is not much, but it's still something because we need more for the glass build soon. Vehicle and maintenance is decreased. That's always nice. And yeah, so this is good. Now we need to do some upgrades. So in here, there's actually a really cool one here. This one where we can say, what if they take all of these and turn them into, no, let's do all the small excavators. I want to turn them into not amphibious, but this one. So if I just take from any depots, just do that. Sure. But I could also start with some of the ones that I know are more important. But whatever. We'll just take all of them and do it. This means that now I can, if I start building, you can see this is on this green line. That means whenever this one is idle, it will try to do this upgrade command. It's really neat. And then I can also do like multiple upgrade commands like that one into that one. And we can just do all of them. Let's do the unassigned one first, and then we do that. So that's just scheduled. That will eventually get there. Sometimes it bugs out a little bit, but we'll ignore that for now. I want to drag a road out here, but we need to just fill in a little bit this location. I also need to move my, move all of this somewhere over here where there's more room. This one over here, so I can sort of start expanding out here and get some more build space. That's a little bit longer project. Though I do think that we can start drawing this one here. And then that will actually be, for the amphibious vehicles, will be a way for them to drive into the water, which apparently they need. And then I also need to kill my trading dock so I can move it somewhere else. And then it's getting started on here. We will need some, if we look at glass here, can I just, no, oh yeah, I can. So glass, I love this one, the fact that glass comes from molten glass and then half of it just breaks. That kind of sucks, but it's pretty cool. So molten glass comes from either this one. Oh, it comes from this one. So it comes from glass mix or broken glass. So glass mix is this recipe or this recipe. I don't want to build acid yet. Also, I feel that if we look at this, then it's like acid is just 12 acid for 12 sand. 12 sand seems a lot cheaper than 12 acid. So I don't know why I'd want this. But anyway, we'll do this one. And that means we need salt, we need limestone, we got sand. We just have a big, dune of sand. And the salt is the last one we need. So salt gets that from an evaporation pond. That one, build. And let's make an evaporation pond down here. And I think I want to build them sort of a little bit away. And then over on water. Seawater plump, if it was... and this will be at ratio 108. And this one is ratio. It will do... Okay, it's pretty much a ratio. Comes in at 108 and then this. So I will need 4 of these builds. Pretty simple. And then that just gets into a box. Like this. I think it's easier and nicer to do it. Do I want to do it like this? Nah, we'll... Ooh. Okay, I'll do it this way. I don't know if that's better. Good. And this one will then be salt. And I will put a warning if this one is empty, which it obviously will be. And we can just build this. How much does this take? 6 people. Oof, that's actually something. Yeah. Warning that salt's empty. I know. I don't care. Ooh. We are actually burning through these pretty quickly. Let's get started on the design for glass. The thing is with glass is that it's a really weird recurring thing. So we're gonna start with a glass maker. This one. So this will take, as I mentioned before, 24 glass in, but only get 12 out. That means half of what we put in comes back as broken glass, which is not a big issue. It's just something we kind of have to be aware of, because that means that when we get it in here, I will need to get both the broken glass and the glass mix in. And that means you can see that there's more, but that means if we build a design, let's see, that works somewhat like this. And let's see, we also have 2 of these. And this one is flipped. There. So something like this. And it... Resolution 24 goes in here. If we now did this, just for effort, or actually let's do it this way. This is the easiest way to illustrate the ratio. So if, let's say hypothetically, we are going to get 24 in here, that means 72 liquid molten glass into all of these. That would give us 36 glass, which is awesome. And then it would also give us 36 broken glass. The 36 broken glass makes one of these go, and the other 2 would then need 30 plus 30 glass mix. So if I can get 60 glass mix in, then this one is actually going. So 60 glass mix becomes 36 glass, because the broken one goes back and gets another trip, and then another and another. And that means we can go over here and see this one, which is glass mix. There are 2 ways of making glass mix. That is either the simple one or the more complicated one, which is, I don't think is cheaper. So we're going to do this one for now at least, but just kind of keep in mind that we can get another one, which means that I would need 60. This is at ratio then. So what if we then build a module that looks like this? Let's try to sort of grab this and sort of put it into a modular sense, and see if we can build 3 modules that look like this and put them nicely inside a build. Let's see. That would be something like this, I guess. And I will go in from... That is not the right location, is it? No, it's 3 distance. I somehow have decided now that now I'm rich, so now I want to do this one. There. I still put it the wrong place. I guess this one. Okay. So you go in. This will be the main ingredient here. Yeah, either the glass mix, and then on top we'll go 1 up and then press R so it doesn't intersect. And get the U-shape lift. That one. So that's the input. And then output, we're going to do something like this. Oh. Here. Oh, that's not good. Press R so it doesn't connect like this. And 18 or 24, 18, 24. That's just going to be a small stack right there. Good. And then I am going to get the U-shaped lift up here. And there. And that will go there. Again, like try to make it as a module. And you can then go closer. Oh, this is expensive. I see the cost 100 each. All right, you got to get going on this one. Right, so now I have two things out, and as far as I can tell, I need this here to be... Okay, this is definitely the case. That's the pure glass, or pure glass, the finished glass. Then I'm gonna go over here, and then I'm gonna go up, but I'm gonna go 2 up, because I need it. There. That is my module. It's very simple. And it should be scalable, so I can build 3 of these. And we're going to sort of build it in from this side. Well, actually, the final placement is going to be here, so I can get the sand in from this side. And now we need to get stuff inbounds and outbounds for this one. Let me think where this is going to be. It will be this way, I think. Yes. Okay. So let's try to make it here. And we can... Oh, we're really running slowly. There. I think this is nicer. Yeah. Here. And here. Sweet. So that's basically the 3 modules. Right, so now we need something else. This one, we need 2 of these inbound. And I would build them here, I guess. They don't really care where they're going to be built. I could also prepare it like this, so that I am prepared if I get the sulfur, the acid in at some point. If I have like abundance of acid, then let's go. And that will then come in from the side. So now I need to basically hook up all of these locations. The first one and most important one to hook up, I think that's this one. Because this is... There will be 3 inputs for glass. There'll be glass mix. Then there'll be the recycled glass, broken glass. And then there'll be broken glass that comes from wherever. Oh, nothing to do in range. Oh, cool. Let me get distracted by this. Hey, that is done. Sweet. Let's get you back out. And then get you into this area instead. Yeah. Oh, you're already working here. Huh. Well, we'll need more people working here then. 3 more. That's crazy. There's no way that this can keep up. Huh. Fine. We'll do this. For now. I think that's the main thing we want to just spend our workers on. Oh, actually not. I think that we'll take you out. And I'll put some more into, I don't know, coal maybe? Oh, this kind of sucks that the coal has not been updated, but something useless has been updated. Anyway, if we look at this one, just here, we can see how many have been upgraded. We've been upgrading 5, and how many do we have in total? We can also see that here by doing this to this. No. Small excavator. There we go. 13 remaining. So I've now set up this part. Tree harvest has nothing to harvest. Oh my god, they are so quick on harvesting. Okay, I need to harvest everything now. Let's harvest this. And once this is actually done, then we're basically out of... Oh, there's a little bit more here. But we do need to to build up our own tree farm somewhere. Anyway, this one here. It's looking good, I think. I know we're giving it a little bit too much breathing room here, but I think this is a Nice build. This inbound here will be for sand, if we just look at this. So glass is coming out here. The only thing we haven't addressed yet is this one, which will go back in, and that is on a flat. Yeah, that goes... Oh, you can't go directly in. Oh, really? Is that... Oh, it's because it's not a flat. Haha. Because like, you can go flat directly in here. And that will then go there. So this is the broken glass that comes back in into this one. Broken glass is prioritized. And I also need one more. Yeah, I'm gonna build that here, because that will be the broken glass coming in from just anywhere. There we go. And that will also just go in like that. And that will also be prioritized, but I will not prioritize the inbound of the glass mix, which is coming in from here. So glass mix coming in with limestone, salt, and that. And we can now build it in a little bit better location than what we have here. And I'm gonna build it... It would be so nice if I could just build it right there. And I can. Look at that. It's just with it perfectly within 3 blocks. Nice. And that means this one will go over here for our sand farming thingy. Which also means that we're probably going to steal some of these to go in and get some sand. Because we need quite a lot of sand. I think we have 200 of that. That's really not a lot. So I think we just want to get this started on the build. So it can get built. And then we get started on... Over here, vehicles. No, here, what? There, terrain. That one, mine control tower. And I also need a design for a sorting plant. And I think I can just make it a little bit better than what I've done so far. Let's make it like this. And then say, you are going to get our main one. And then the 2 obligatory useless ones there, and I'll have these on one side and the other 2 here. So yeah, that means loose storage, that goes here, this one goes here, and then the other one goes here. I think it'll look the best. Which one's what? Which one's what? Okay, so that's the stone we have here. So this is stone, empty, rock, just empty, and notification if full. This one, dirt, always empty, notification if full. And this one is sand. Good. And now it's actually much nicer if I flipped it. No, we'll do this, because then I can... There. That'll be straight in here. Unfortunately... Oh, they're just clipping through. Nice. Unfortunately, this one needs to be faster. Okay. Also upgrade all that. And then we're going to get something inbound here. Since we don't have any, we're going to be stealing 2 from here. And a lot of vehicles as well. There. And then it's going to complain about something else. Yes. The fact that we don't have any mining set up. So let's do that. Nope. Like this. Yep. And the usual edit area. And then we're good to farm this. And that should be taking care of all of our glass needs for a long time. And I just realized also that I forgot to actually keep trading here. Why can we not? We need to build a trading dock first. Yeah, that's kind of important. We removed it and then we never rebuilt it. Nice. And the only thing we're missing is actually getting this one to go up to a decent speed, so we can actually use it for something. Because this is, yeah, it's definitely too slow. We're only at 12 here, so we basically got everything done. Almost everything done. This one is still lacking. But this is the one we want first. Let's get you faster. Why are you stalling? Oh, they're not stalling. A little bit stalling. Honestly, a little bit stalling. What is your problem? Oh, look at that. Concrete. Whew. Is that because of a transport issue, or is it... It's a transport issue or a stockpile issue? It's a transport issue. We don't have enough to transport everything. That's kind of expected. Let's have a look at it to see if it works. We will obviously need to have a lot of these belts here upgraded. This one, because it's 60 plus 60, that's obviously too much. So this belt here has to be upgraded as well. That one. And then obviously this is taking most of the case. It's 30 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 times 30. That's almost 200. So we'll need to scale it up all the way to this part here. So we'll use our... That upgrades, this upgrades, and this upgrades. Those need to be upgraded. This potentially coming back is never going to be more than 72, which means that technically it could be too much. Could be too much on this belt. I'll just get that one in. And then it'll go in. This one also potentially could be, but it's very, very far out into the future. But this is the most important one. And we are now... Are we getting glass? Yes, we're getting the first bits of glass. And then we should hopefully see this being transported over to the glass requester. That is over... here. This one would really like to get some glass. Oh, it actually has some glass. Nice. So it's working. And that means we're just slowly working on getting this one done. Nice. And at this point, it's what we really want to do is just give it a little bit of time to work, because now we built the glass. We built this one. We know that there are some things that are definitely going to break soon. Okay, well, that was quicker than I had anticipated, but this is an issue with lack of transport, not an issue with lack of material. While things are just trickling along, we are actually going to set up a new farm. I've set up one here, and this one is going to do saplings. Weird, yes, but I want to do saplings, and the reason why is because we are running out of wood here on this location. We got a little bit over here, we got something over here, but I would need to set it up, and I have had the good common sense to build this. Yeah, and we do have 2 of these, so we can actually set up a tree farm, and the tree farm takes like 10 years to mature, so we really want to set it up soon. So we're gonna go in here and set up a little tree farm down here, and let's see. I want to build it in this area. This area here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then down here as well. So I'm going to build a tree farm. I don't know where that would be a good place to build it. But here we're going to get some boxes. We're going to get a little box here for... That one will be for the saplings that we will eventually make there. And then we're going to get some big box next to it for the trees that we will eventually also get. Fuel station out of fuel is annoying, but that's a transport issue. So here now I need to define the area. Oh, this one is incorrect. There you go. Define the area. That will be this area here. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's 36 tiles. Seems good. And then we designate this part here. And that will be the farming area. Pretty simple. And then here I'll just assign these 2. And I think all I need to do is now... well, I might as well build it, but it'll of course complain that I don't have any saplings. This sapling here, I want to notify full because I don't know if I'm going to get too much. I'm pretty sure I will get too much. But this means that now this will be starting planting as soon as we get some saplings generated here. That will be 45 we'll get in 8.3 months. Interesting things are actually happening. We're running out of steel, and one of the reasons why we're running out of steel is, well, preemptively we are definitely going to run out here. I have decided that I don't want to wait for this long because this needs to keep going. We need to upgrade all these vehicles, so double it and then just burn through a lot of our glass and steel to this. I've enabled the rest of the steel, and then we see that we suddenly only have 10 workers available, or 5 workers. So I've now increased the edicts so that we get 5 more per month, and hopefully I'll remember to disable it at some point so we don't go crazy. But that will now give us 48 steel per minute, which should be good. This one, I think this one, if it's less than 25, then I'm definitely out. So that's a concern as well. What about this one? Is it done yet? Why is it 9.2 months? Oh, look at this. They're planting. Nice. And let's see. Here we can change how fast we want to do it. So if we sort of if we do this, that's sort of the default. We wait 10 years. I think it's 12 years, and then we get 100%. We can see here. That gives us 0.1387 wood per tree per 60 seconds. That's a really good number, this one. So for example, if we do this, we get more trees, but it also costs us 25% extra, which I don't really care about because we should have enough of it. So this gives us a higher yield. And if we bring out a calculator, then it'll be 6 times 6 tiles times 16 tiles into each box. What I mean by that is it's 6 of the big tiles, and each one has 16 inside. So that would be 573, and then a 0.15. That means it would be 86 per minute per cycle, which is pretty good. So this one alone will be doing 86 over time, but it takes a while before it takes 12 years before it actually gets there. So this is good. Yeah, we found out why the steel died. That was because there was no warning on this slag deposit, and because we are just so short on transports, then no one bothered to come over here and pick up the slag. Literally pick up the slag. That means this belt was stuck with the slag, and that means everything else was just getting stuck. So that's not great. We also just keep getting this fuel station out of fuel. It's not really a problem, I think. I think I do want this one to be able to go a little bit faster. We have the fuel, so that is fine. It's just not being transported into these locations fast enough. Again, lack of transports. It'll be better once we get all of these converted. First, we're going to convert the excavators, and after the excavators, we're going to convert the all of these the pickups to the trucks. All right, the next thing that's coming crashing down is the electronics, which was also expected because we just don't have enough copper coming in. So if we look at the copper, it's also just woefully underbuilt. So I need a new copper build. That is, it's going to be pretty simple. Excavators, no fuel. Panic. This is what happens. Like, we start consuming way too much, and then I think also maintenance might skyrocket up. I don't know. We're definitely needing more fuel. Oh, right. I think that we're just definitely need a lot of things going in here. And because we need a lot of things going in here, like also a lot of fuel for each of these, then it just kind of puts in a lot of drain on our transports, and therefore sort of basic things that are kind of important just don't really get done. And the mechanical parts is also like, this is just waiting for steel. I think steel is actually catching up, but I've also just wasted unity on it, or spent unity on it. So let's design another copper facility. It's going to be pretty simple because it's going to be using pretty much the same as the iron build. So we can just take a look at it. Yeah, let's see. Let's build it again. Here, that one, and flip to this side. Here, and then yeah, this is going to be a lot neater. It'll be on the inside. I think it'll have to be 3 tiles away and only here. I will not be able to get the better copper yet because the better copper requires what does it require? It requires acid, which we don't have. This is also misplaced, so just get it down here. At this point, we now get to a point where we just do you have the destination it can reach? Oh, okay. Well, let's just take out this part. And then we have a little bit of forest here and a little bit of forest there. Good. All right, if there's something we can not, like potatoes after harvest, I don't care about that. Excavator has out of fuel. That's kind of sucks. I don't know if I think I should do this. Just make sure that these are higher priority so that there's something else that doesn't get done. Obviously, something has to be not done. There. Okay. Back to this design. And then it'll go up to these two. And new. Like this. Is that correct? Yes. Because then I can go here. Right. And all of this will just be basically the same here. So we've done this before. So this is now our module. I will need 3 of these modules, I think. Oh no. How did that fall out? How did that not get copied with this? There. Okay, so where do I want to place it? I want to place it maybe like this. 1, 2, and then definitely 3. Okay, let's prepare all the inputs and outputs, because we're gonna get here, we're gonna get some coal input, and I want to get this as close to the road as possible. This will obviously be a bigger one, and we just want it full. And let's get all this done. Yeah, so I actually think I want to build this one first. So once this is built, it's easier to take the other one out, because all of this has to go. Workers, damn workers. Oops, are there anyone else who will give us some workers? No. Okay. And we definitely can get the sailors to get back to work. There we go, unload crew. Great, and we also lovely have a little bit of a health issue, so let's just go here and give them some 10 health, just because. Low supply of copper, no shit, it's low supply of copper, it's because it's not built. This one will eventually get in, and yeah, okay, so now I can actually just delete all of this, and that will kill our copper for a while. And yeah, I think I somehow wanted to run out. Yeah, so I need to delete this, and this is, luckily we still have some copper left. I really think I want 3 of these. I might just not enable all of them just yet. Here is the final one. I think this should be the final one of the excavators that we are upgrading now. And it's coming in here. Glorious. What's our steel like? Oh, steel is good. Okay, so I can actually just ditch this one, I think. Reclaim some here. Good. And that gets out the final one. And we don't have anything else. So what we could do is we can start converting all of these. But I actually think I want to get, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. So we get up to 110. So let's get those. And then once that's done, then let's go in here and set up a conversion. And then we can say all, yes. But we can also start with the unassigned one. And then we schedule those. So we got all 19 of the excavators converted. That's really lovely. But as we can see here, we need something. They're extremely busy. The copper thing, like it's right over here, but they're just not being picked up. Just the second we turn down the steel. I mean, we do have a lot of steel, so it's just a transport issue right now. So let's focus on the transport issue, and then hopefully by getting these 7 more of the big trucks coming in to be just logistics trucks, and then afterwards converting all the existing logistics trucks, that should hopefully fix this issue of all of this that's just not really getting in here fast enough. The copper here is not working, by the way, because we don't have water inbound. So let's get the water inbound, and 1, 2. That'll be here, and this will eventually be something else instead. There. That gets us water inbound. Do we have enough water? We should have. Does this one have a warning? Yes. I need warnings on everything. It's so important. Like these ones, for example, when this one drops below, or when this one's empty, because then it's still, the other one is still full, but that means it's not keeping up. Or if we don't have any outputs from this one or any residuals. Cool, so we've also fixed the copper. The copper is a beautiful build. By the way, this will also be part of the copper module, part of the blueprint package that is available to patron supporters, together with the save game. So if any designs you want, like the glass, the copper, this intricate little thing here, those are all available to patron supporters. So thank you to the patron supporters for supporting. Let's try to get some more of these vehicles in and see if we can get it a little more stabilized. Suddenly we have another weird thing that runs out. Why is the concrete slabs running out? It's been not running out, but the point was that they finally got rid of all of the sort of backlog and then started building all of the concrete. And that means they just drained the entire concrete supply just to pave the road, which is amazing because that's about the best thing that could happen, is that they actually get done with it. Oh, high supply of vehicle parts. So that's another thing, because this one here, I can't actually consume it fast enough now. Here, don't boost anymore and don't boost anymore. So this one somehow just got full. And there is no way for me to get it faster, because you can see here, now it's an upgrade, so it's waiting for something to come in, and as it comes in, and then it comes out. There we go, and then the next one starts. And even if I sort of click this as fast as possible, there's first the progress bar, and then there's summoning it out from the world. So it's gonna take a while for it to convert all of these. We have all the 69. That's definitely something we also want, but yeah, it's just gonna take a little bit of time. I think that this is a pretty good place to wrap up this episode, because what we've done is we've now stabilized the situation, which is what we wanted, by starting to just get a little bit more of the bigger trucks. So as soon as we get converted, all the good trucks here to the medium trucks, then we can also start getting more excavators here, so we can carve out these things a lot faster. And also we need to punch through this one, so we can get to this area as well. Like, eventually we will. Like, there's some gold up here that is really hard to get to. And then maybe making bridges to other locations and tons of new stuff. But I'm really happy that we got glass, we got copper upgraded, and it's stable now. We have basically everything is just really nice. We are just building up big reserves of all of the different construction parts here, so that we can get ready to whatever new construction will be next in line. Probably going to be science, so that we can, from the science here, right now we're stuck at this location, so we can't unresearch any of this. That means the next thing we want to do is science. Then we might sort of backtrack while this is researching, go back and say, okay, is there anything that we haven't done? Like, for example, the chemical plants, the fertilizers, the sour water stripper, favorite thing, that one. That's definitely something we want, because we have way too much pollution. So getting that sorted is probably one of the next things. We can also get the soybeans if we want some more health. That would actually help a lot with the health, because it's a new food category. So tons of things to do. And then of course, whatever comes in here, like recyclables, also super interesting. So there's absolutely amazing things to come. We're also going to dive into bridges and amphibious vehicles as we go a little bit further. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it so far, and I hope that you will be following this series along as it progresses. Until next time. Oh, and by the way, remember, blueprints are available to Patreon supporters, so thank you very much everyone who's supporting on Patreon, whether you do it for blueprints or you do it because you want to support the channel. Either way, I appreciate it very much. Until next time, take care and stay effective.